Good morning, children. Today we'll start with the new lesson of science, that is wardrobe. In this lesson we will learn about the fibers. In the beginning, when men appeared on the earth, that time men did not wear clothes. He didn't wear clothes. He used to cover his body parts with the leaves, grass, bark of the trees. And they used to tie these things with the strong thin twigs. And slowly men started inventing new things. He started to weave, stitch the leaves together and animal skin to cover themselves better. Men used to eat meat from the animals. They have hunted and then make holes in their skin, in the skins of the animals for their head and arms. In early days, men used to wear clothes to protect from mosquitoes, insects and weather conditions. And then men started wearing clothes made of natural fibers. When they started living in a group, then afterwards, after the discovery of natural fibers, men started manufacturing clothes, and since from then we have started wearing clothes to look smart and attractive. Now we'll learn about fibers. There are mainly two types of fibers: natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Natural fibers means these fibers are obtained in the nature. These are obtained in the nature. Natural fibers are plant fibers and animal fibers. These are obtained in the nature. And synthetic fibers are man-made fibers. For example, terracotta, rayon, nylon, polyester, these are the man-made fibers. And the natural fibers are cotton, jute, wool and silk. These are the natural fibers. Okay, now we'll see how these natural fibers are obtained in the nature and how these are manufactured. Okay, let's learn about cotton, silk, wool and jute. Okay, children, now we'll see about how cotton is obtained. This is a cotton plant. Cotton is obtained from the cotton plant. This cotton grows around the seed. Okay, it grows around the seed and it looks like a ball. First what they do, they take out the cotton ball from the cotton plant. Okay, and they separate the seed from the plant and they lose the cotton. They lose the cotton and they clean this cotton. The seeds, straws and dry leaves are removed from it, and then the clean cotton is put into the machine. This is a machine. It is put into the machine. The cotton is put into the machine, and here in this machine the cotton is converted into a yarn by spinning the cotton, and then the yarn is woven into the fabric. It is woven into the fabric by using the machine, and this machine is called as a loom. It is called as a loom. And now the fabric is ready in this machine. In this loom they make the yarn into fabric. Okay, fabric is stitched into different designs. Okay, now we'll see about wool. Wool is obtained from the sheep. Wool is made from the hairs of the sheep. First what they do, they cut the hair from the sheep. What they do, they cut the hair from the sheep, and this process of removal of fleece or hair from animal is called as shearing. It is called as shearing. The removal of hair from the animal is called shearing. Okay, and the hair is cut by using scissors and blade. Normal scissors and blade are used to cut the hair. Then the hairs are cleaned and washed. The hair of the sheep is cleaned and washed, and the dirt is removed from that, and the wool is sorted out length, color and texture. Sorted out means, children, they separate the hairs according to the length of the hair and color and according to the texture of the hair. Okay, and then they add the dye. Dye means colors. They add the colors. Different colors are added to this to get the different colors of wool. Okay, and then the wool is dried and they make the small balls or bundles of wool, and then this wool is stitched to make sweater, muffler, etc. Okay, now we'll see about how silk is obtained from the silkworm. The process of obtaining the silk is known as, the production of silk is known as sericulture. Okay, the process of silk production is known as sericulture. We get silk from the insect. Yes, we get silk from the insect, and that insect is called as silkworm. Okay, these silkworm are cultivated on the mulberry leaves. These are cultivated on the mulberry leaves. When these silkworms grow, this is a mulberry leaf. Okay, the silkworm is cultivated in the mulberry leaf, and then when this silkworm grows and it starts to produce cocoon, this is called as a cocoon. Okay, and they collect these cocoons. After this, they collect these cocoons from these, and these cocoons are boiled. What they do when they start producing the cocoons, what they do, they collect and they boil the cocoons, and from here the individual long fibers are extracted and by spinning yarn is produced. From this, the individual long fibers are obtained or extracted from here, and by spinning yarn is produced. By spinning, this is a loom machine. Is by spinning yarn is produced, and then the yarn is woven into the fabric. Then the yarn is woven into the fabric by using loom, and then silk cloth is produced from it. Okay, now we'll see how jute is obtained from the jute plant. Jute is obtained from the jute plant. This jute is extracted from the stem of the jute plant. From the stem of the jute plant, the jute is extracted. Okay, and then the obtained fibers, these are the obtained fibers. These are separated by water. These are separated from water by hand. And then this is spun into yarn, and then jute bags are prepared. This is spun into yarn, and jute bags and gunny bags are obtained from this. Okay, children, this cotton, wool, silk and jute, these are the natural fibers. Now we'll see about synthetic fibers. Nylon, polyester, terracotta and rayon, these are the synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers are the man-made fibers. These are used to make the dresses. And these synthetic fibers are easy to wash, they dry quickly, and also it catch fire quickly. So we should not wear synthetic fibers when we are in the kitchen, when we cook the food. And also we should not light the firecrackers when we wear the synthetic clothes, because it catch the fire easily. And these synthetic fibers or clothes, they do not absorb sweat. So it is good to wear these in the summer season, and these require little or less ironing. Okay, today we have learned about synthetic fibers and natural fibers. Yes, read the lesson. Okay, thank you.